What's going on YouTube? Roxas, the Torterra here, and today we are bringing you a post-commentary video of sorts on Pokemon Showdown. So, I had this battle when I was on Showdown. I was testing my Mega Sharpedo team, and I think this was a really good battle, and it sucks that I didn't get to record it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to post-commentary a video, because I've never really done post-commentary that much. I've only done it like once for the one Wi-Fi battle I had during X and Y, which was with Shady Penguin, and I still don't have my capture card yet, but I hope to get it for Christmas. And if I don't get it for Christmas, I'm gonna be a mad person. I'm gonna be a sad person. Anyway, we're gonna get into the team update because this is weird. Like when you do post commentary, or when you rather when you resume, is it resume? No, when you replay a video, it shows from the opponent's point of view. So I'm on the opposite end. But anyway, my team is Mega Sharpedo, Krigus being the physical walls, the special wall being Heatran. Raikou being kind of like a special wall in a way because it's assault vested, but I make a lot of mistakes with Raikou because I realized that I'm using the event one and that it's supposed to be a rash nature, so it's not an increase in speed. It doesn't get a beneficial nature in speed. So I misplay I think a lot with that Raikou, so I have to get used to it because I forgot it's not like it's timid or anything. It can't be timid because the one they released that has ORAS is rash. So yeah, and we have Braylon who's being our main physical attacker with Life Orb, and we have Azov who's going to be setting up Stealth Rocks as well as Heatran, but Azov has Taunt. For this fact is because I don't have Rapid Spinner, so just in case I can predict the rocks being set up on my side, I can go for the Taunt and not predict the person. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into this. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with the turns, but as you can see, our opponent leads with Fortress, and I lead with Azov in order to taunt for the Stealth Rocks, and he does in fact go for Stealth Rocks. So I withdraw Azov so I don't take any damage. I am Focus Sash. He goes for Rapid Spin. I predicted that, so I go for Krigus. I go for the Willow. He switches into Talonflame. I did not expect that, so I switch out and go into Heatran. He goes for a Swords Dance, and I'm like, well, that's okay. I'm just gonna stay in anyway, and I'm gonna set up Stealth Rocks. I believe I set up Stealth Rocks here. Yep, I do. He went for a Brave Bird +2. I'm still in here. He goes for another Brave Bird, and I think I started going for Fire Blast. Right? Yes, I missed my Fire Blast. And he has leftovers Talonflame, so I'm just like, well, let me just switch out. And I go to Krigus. That being, oh my god, look how much that does, but that being because I have Mummy, so it takes away his priority. Then I switch again, go right back in Heatran, goes for the Flare Blitz. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for Fire Blast now. And he goes for Brave Bird, and I die. So I'm like, okay. Alright, let's just go into Azov because it has lost its priority. He switches out. He goes right into Cancer his Fortress. I go for Zen Head, but I miss. I go right into Krigus just in case he goes for Rapid Spin. He goes for it. This time I go for I think he goes for Stealth Rock this time. So yeah, I Pain Split him. Get my HP back up. He goes for Stealth Rock, so he stays in. He goes for Toxic Spikes too. I'm like, wow, he's definitely setting up on me. So I go for Shadow Ball. He's setting up still on me. I just go for another Shadow Ball. I'm like, well, he's out. I don't plan on losing this match, which is really interesting. I don't know, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I wasn't planning on losing this match, which is why I didn't really care for the Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock. So I throw in Sharpedo, he goes for the Night Slash, I resist it. I'm poisoned, yes, by the way, I am poisoned. I go for the Protect, I'm just like, well, he goes for Ice Shard, I'm like, oh man, I messed up my whole thing. But I go for a Waterfall and bop the Weavile in one hit, because I do outspeed, and I'm like, well, he could just easily go into Main Shao, and he does. So I'm like, I go for Protect anyway. Goes for the Fake Out, I block it. There goes Sharpedo, so no Mega Sharpedo being seen in this video. I go into Breloom, and I'm like, well, if he switches, then he switches. I go for Mach Punch. He did not switch. I was like, wow. And I didn't bop him with the Mach Punch Technician Life Orb, so I was surprised. He U-turns off me, I live, and I'm like, why would he send in Alakazam? So I go for a Mach Punch anyway, and it's like, well, that did a lot of damage. And I'm poisoned anyway, so I'm just like, oh, well, I get Shadow Balled. Alright, so I'm like, I'll just go into Raikou. I have Assault Vest, so I shouldn't get taken out by one hit. He goes for Psychic. I'm like, really? I was expecting Side Shock. I go for Thunderbolt and bop the Alakazam. He goes for Rotom Wash. I'm just like, I'm just going to stay in Thunderbolt. Volt Switch, actually. Not Thunderbolt, my bad. Volt Switch out. Go into Krigus. Get poisoned. He goes for the Hydro. I think my thinking here, I was just like, I think I'm going to either Willow or Pain Split. He goes for a Thunderbolt. I live. I do go for the Pain Split. I'm just trying to, like, you know, just like, I don't know, stall him out a little bit. Then I go into Azov. I get hit with the rocks. He goes for Volt Switch. I predicted the switch, so I go into Azov on purpose. He goes into Talonflame, and I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that. So I believe I switch again, go into Krigus. because he's not really gutsy. He's not that gutsy with his Talon Flame. He wouldn't go for a Sword Dance there. So I switch right into it, and I hit him, and guess what? He lost his priority. So I go back into Azelf. He switches again. So you know what happens now. That Talon Flame is pretty much dead. So I Ice Punch the Rotom as he switches into it, and I freeze the Rotom. I was just like, well, that may have bagged us to win. He goes into Talon Flame. Talon Flame gets itself bopped because the rocks are up. He goes into Main Style, and I'm just like, I need this to win. But I'm going to stay in anyway, because I got to live a fake out. And then I did. And then I do. And then, of course, everyone knows I outspeed because I'm Azelf. Then Headbutt. Bop. There's the win right there, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because this was a very, very short one. Wait. Actually, you know what, you guys? I'm actually going to throw in the second video, because there are 2 matches I had with the Sharpedo team. And the second one, oh my god. You guys have to see that. So you're going to see it right in a second. So give me 1 second. Hey guys, I'm back, and here's the second video I was talking about. So we're gonna start right now, and of course you see I have the same team. Oh wait, yeah, I do have the same team, and this time it's played from my point of view. So he leads with Galvantula, and I lead with Raikou. I go for the Volt Switch on it, and he sets up Sticky Web. I'm levitating over it with my Azelf, and then I go for a Zen Headbutt because yeah, I outspeed. Goes for Porygon Z. I switch out, going to cover Gigas. I'm expecting a normal type attack. He goes for a Dark Pulse instead, predicting that. I kind of felt like he was either gonna go for a Shadow Ball, but he went for a Dark Pulse instead. So I was like, well, nice prediction. I go into Breloom. I know I lost my speed, but I'm going for Mach Punches at this point. He goes to the Azumarill. I was like, I kind of predicted that, but I still went for it anyway. At this point, I stay in Bullet Seed because I know I outspeed Azumarill. And I was just like, well, there goes a threat. He then goes into his Pidgeot, which is definitely a Mega. I go right into Heatran, get Sticky Web. He transforms and goes for a Hurricane. And I'm like, well, touche, but I resist that. I resist both. I resist that stab. Both of your stabs. Then he goes for another hit. He goes for a Hidden Power, and I'm just like, what? That Hidden Power ground? I go into Raikou to test the waters. He switches, and I'm like, you really think I can like outspeed that? And he just switches out. So I go for a Thunderbolt, and I still outspeed his Porygon Z, which is really interesting because Timid Porygon Z could wreck House with Web. He goes for Heracross after I bop his Porygon and protects, and I go for Thunderbolt. He gets burned, so I'm like, oh, close combat. Bop. I stayed in because I was like, you know, I might as well stay in. I can't do much here. This battle went by really fast. I go into Azelf, right into Azelf. He switches and goes into Landorus, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go for the Zen Headbutt after he switched out. Then I switch out again, go into Breloom, and I'm like, well, maybe he'll go for Earthquake. He goes for the knockoff. I'm like, well, now I lost my Life Orb. So he switches, goes into Heracross. I go for Spore, and I'm like, I forgot he had something that had a status ailment. I was trying to make him go into Pidgeot, but he didn't. So I was like, well, now I go for Mach Punch, and I get bopped by Mega Horn. I'm like, alright, this seems pretty hopeless. So I go into Azelf again. He goes for the Protect to scout me out. I go for Ice Punch just to throw him off a bit. Just to make him think I'm going to go for something else. So I go for Zen Headbutt, and he stays in, and I bop him. Then he goes in Landorus, who intimidates me, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to switch. And I did. Took the lowered speed, got the knockoff that's resisted. And he switches out and goes into Mega Pidgeot. And I go for the Protect, and it fails. I get a speed boost, so I'm at neutral speed. He goes into Landorus to intimidate me. I'm like, why are you doing this? I just went for 2 Protect, not outspeed your whole team. Why would you do that? So I Mega Evolve and go for the Ice Fang, one-shotting the Landorus. So I'm just like, okay, I think I'm going to one-shot a Pidgeot. And I don't. So I'm like, oh my god, he's going to get this win. I'm like, oh, but then I'm like, wait, I have Azelf that Sash, and I outspeed. Or do I? And then I go for Ice Punch. And I'm just like, wait, what? And I knock out his Pidgeot. And I'm like, why would you even think of letting me set up my Protects like that? You should have at least just stayed in and attacked me. I wind up outspeeding his Mega Pidgeot and his Landorus. Mostly, I'm not really focused on the Landorus too much, but I'm mostly focused on the Pidgeot. Like, he really let me outspeed his Pidgeot. I mean, I was just like, why would you even do that? Now I got even more damage on it. He just wants to intimidate me, but I guess he forgot that Strong Jaws is a thing, and and that Sharpedo can get Ice Fang by breeding. So I was like, well, that got the Landorus Bob. That was like his worst mistake by switching like that, just to get the Intimidate off. Strong Jaw is like another increase into your attack, so when you decrease it, it's just like I kind of went back to neutral almost, if you think about it. And Azelf levitates, so Azelf doesn't get touched by the Sticky Web. Even if he was faster than me with Mega Pidgeot, which he should have been. Always know this, guys. Choose speed over power, because usually that helps in competitive battles. Because that Pidgeot was most likely modest, so I in turn outsped his Mega Pidgeot because of that blunder. So I mean, look at that. And I'm just like, well, because I believe Mega Pidgeot has 190 speed timid, so I'm just like, well, if if you didn't switch, you probably would have had a better chance. So, and if you had, and actually even if he didn't switch out, I still would have probably winded up bopping his Flanders and then attacking his Pidgeot anyway. But if his Pidgeot was timid, he would at least had a better chance. But I feel like I would have still bopped him with an Ice Punch, because at that range, he only had like a couple of HP left. So I'm sure not a Hidden Power Ice, but an Ice Punch from an Azelf that's Jolly would have definitely knocked out a Pidgeot at that range. Plus, if he went for Hurricane, the only way he would have been able to beat me is if the Hurricane got me down to Sash and then I was confused. Because then if I was confused and I hit myself, then he would have won. But as you saw, Azelf was faster. So now, officially, I am ending this video. Sorry about the earlier one, because I didn't realize how fast these battles were. These were like a couple of turns when I was actually playing, but I guess when you watch it on Showdown as a replay, it's actually on, the speed is on fast, so maybe that's why it went like that. But I should have put it on normal speed or slow speed, so I could have took more time to explain what happened in the matches. But I think you guys pretty much gathered what I'm trying to gather, what I dropped, So you guys saw what happened in both of these matches. But by far, the most intense match I think I had was this one right here that you guys saw last. And I was just like, I can't believe I won that battle. That's insane. Like, I was just like, how did that even happen? But anyway, I'm ending the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, by the way, I've been in some free-for-alls in Breeder Aries' channel with a couple of his friends, and it was so cool talking to them on Skype and stuff, so it's pretty cool. So if you want to check out Breeder Aries' channel, you can definitely check him out. I'm going to leave a description in the link below for Breeder Aries. And Frozen Colress, I would leave a link in the description for him as well, but he hasn't started his channels yet, so, but he's on the rise. He's starting soon. I've been trying my best to help him with that too. And I will definitely leave a link in the description for Breeder Aries, Zener, yeah, Zener is awesome. I like Zener too. He's cool. And his icon, if you know who Zener is, he's on Twitter, and he's on I believe he's on YouTube as well. And his icon is usually an Infernape, I believe. So he loves Infernape, and I love Torterra. So I'm really happy that there's somebody who loves like one of the starters as like one of their favorite Pokemon. And it's their mascot and all that, yada yada yada. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video right here because I've been rambling on, and I'm just so hyped because I haven't recorded like in ages, because Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire just came out. I think I'm just gonna have an update video telling you guys what's been going on. I don't know. I don't really know. I'll probably just, I don't know. I haven't done any LPs because Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. I played it and I beat it and all that. Yada yada. Oh my God, Mega Golly and Mega Lopunny are amazing. But let me stop rambling. I gotta get out of here. I'm just so hyper about it. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You already know what to do. Mach Punch, check out the like button, like an Infernape. If you guys enjoyed, tell your friends about this channel as well. And if they like Pokemon, I'm sure they'll enjoy the content I'm bringing to the channel, because I'm so hyped right now just because of everything that's been going on. I'm so hyped because I'm gonna get a capture card very soon, and I'm gonna be able to bring like just so much more content to the channel. You guys have no idea. But with that, drop a comment in the section below. Tell me what you enjoyed about the video, or what you want to see in some of the Showdown battles too, because I always ask what you guys want to see in the Showdown battles, but I never get like that like feedback. So I'm just like, I don't know. But anyway, with that, I'm out. Bye!